So, this is my cousin Sienna.
Hi.
She's cute and all, but she's a thief.
Sorry.
So to give you context of that, let's go back 24 hours. So for today's video, I wanted to do a sort of unboxing review of the new deck that's gonna come out. So one deck arrived to me in New York a few days before I got there, and when I got back, they weren't there. So I do have an idea of where they went. Let me make a phone call and figure that out. Yo.
What's up, man?
What's going on?
Nothing much.
So listen, I have a quick question. When you were in New York a few days ago, did you happen to see a deck of cards? It was on my keyboard. Did you take it or anything?
No, I think Sienna took some cards, though.
Can you go check? See if they're the ones I need?
Wait, I think there's some right here. Is this them?
Yes. Yes, hold on, hold it up to the camera. Yes, that's the one. Damn it, I need them.
I mean, you could come down and get them if you want.
What are you doing this weekend?
Nothing much, man.
Alright, so maybe I'll come down.
Alright, see you then.
Peace. Alright, so we got to the bottom of where the deck is. The only problem is that my little cousin Sienna took them, and she lives in Bermuda. So...
Thank you. Hi, how are you? Do you need forms?
Hello, doggy. So I've come to retrieve my deck.
I'll have to talk to my sister about that. Sienna!
So now we are waiting for Sienna, who's gonna bring me the deck that I'm gonna see for the first time ever.
Alex, I have your deck.
Woo! Awesome. All right, so I think you're gonna have to do a review of them since you played with them for a few days. What do you think?
Okay. Hi, my name is Sienna, and I'm going to do an official knock review of the new deck. I really like these cards because they're red, like my shirt, and I didn't know it would matter when I took them because they were on Alex's desk, and he has so many, so. As you can see, they have a gold border, and I like to play cards with them. They have 2 extra jokers, an extra 7 of hearts, and a double backer. And I think they're really nice. They're fun to do card tricks with, you can play with them, and yeah. If you want some of these, click in the description below. And that was my review of the new Knockout playing cards.
Okay, so in light of this whole video, I have my other cousin here, Daniel, and I've known him since he was not even born yet. So I'm gonna teach you a trick today, and this is what most people ask me, like, hey, can you teach me a simple trick? This is a very simple trick, and but I think it's very powerful because of the way that we're gonna present it. So we're gonna learn not only the technique, and it's very, very easy, but how to present it, which is more important.
All right.
Yes?
Yeah.
Good. So I got a deck of cards here. So the decision is yours. Take any one you want. Show it to the camera. You know the deal.
Can I take this one?
It's a good one, but I think you could go for a better one. Show it around to the camera. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just anywhere you want. Dump it in. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Fair.
Fair enough.
Now, it'll be weird if I can just... you know what? Actually, do you want to shuffle? Shuffle up the cards first. This is very important because everyone says, can I shuffle? Let me shuffle. So I let them shuffle. Amazing. So you shuffled up the cards.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spread them just like this. Now you remember your card, right?
Yeah.
This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do a little bit of mind reading. It's not really mind reading. It's more like intuition and getting inside of your mind. So this is what's gonna happen. I'm going to put my hand over the cards, and as I get above your card, just see if you can see your card first of all. That's important.
Yeah. I can see
Okay.
it.
I'm gonna go ahead and take my hand and just do this with it. When I get over your card, I want you to scream stop. Now, obviously not out loud. Then I would know.
In my head.
In your head. And hopefully I'm gonna pick that up and try to stop around your card. And this is not guaranteed, okay? So I'm gonna go like this slowly and just say it in your mind. Not yet. Keep going. Okay, I'll go from the other side. Is it around this area over here? You're saying stop?
Yeah.
That's weird.
It might be.
Okay, I'm gonna try this. Let's get rid of some cards. Now I'm gonna do it with the finger. And again, you're gonna say stop above your card.
Yeah.
In your head only. Okay, from this side, I think. Alright, I'm gonna go for it. 9 of clubs. Is that it?
That was it.
That was it.
Dude, that was epic. Show me how it's done.
You always want to know how it's done. Alright, I'll teach you this one, but what did I tell you before?
Don't tell anyone else.
No. The way that you present it is key.
Oh yeah, true. You did say that.
So if you're gonna just learn it just to learn it, don't even bother.
Okay.
And I'll show you guys also the presentation for this makes it feel like a true mind reading card effect that actually like you could be a professional doing, right? Because like.
Oh, it is a mind reading card effect.
So let's get into the explanation now. Okay, so for this effect is super easy. You guys probably know how it's done anyway, but it's more about the presentation than anything. Whenever we take something simple like this, the idea is how do we build it up so it really feels one like you know what you're doing, like a professional card trick or any sort of effect. This time we're doing it so it's more of a mental effect, it's more of a mind reading kind of thing, and making it seem believable. So what is the plot? All right, I'm gonna try to read your mind, and not really read your mind, but you're gonna say stop over the card, and I'm gonna hear him say stop, the spectator say stop in the head. So that's the plot that we're going for, and it's all from a simple key card trick. So the key card effect goes as follows. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this is what it is. A spectator selects a card, and the way that we're gonna find the card is by knowing the bottom card, which is called the key card. So the bottom card is going to be noted when you do a kick cut, like this. The card is going to be placed back. The ace of hearts, for instance, now we're going to remember that, gets placed on top of their selection. So I don't know what their selection is, but I know that my card is the ace of hearts. So now I know that here, right underneath the ace of hearts, is their card, the 5 of hearts. So now we know that, okay? Another way to get a key card is to just dribble the card. So they select the card, let's say it's that. As they put it back, I dribble and I just bend. Right, so I bend the cards like that, and I get, oh look, key card here. So as I do this, they stop. They put the card back, and I just bend this up so I can see 3 of hearts. All right. So now I remember 3 of hearts. Now that I know the 3 of hearts, they can put their card back. This is their selection. I place this, and it's just a quick peek like that, and then I do that. This goes onto the table, and I immediately start to spread face up. All right, as I tell them what's going to happen. As I start to spread face up, my left hand automatically will start to regain that packet as I close it. And as I'm doing this, I look for my key card, which in this case was the 3 of hearts, and I know their card is the Queen of Spades, all right? So this is just a little touch that you can do. As I spread, I note that their card is that, and I close the spread. Now the reason that I do this is so I could tell them, hey, do you want to shuffle it? That's also good. Of course, you can do this by just forcing a card or peeking their card. It's the same exact thing, but I think this is more fair. They could go in, they could take any card that they want, very fair, and go ahead, place it back anywhere you want. You peek that bottom card, and look, you don't even have to bend it that much. You could just tilt it just a little bit, and on this angle, it's very nice to get that peek of the key card. I do this, I go, look, your card is somewhere in here, but in fact, do me a favor, you shuffle the cards. This will go out of their head. They wouldn't even know that it happened because of the time misdirection. They shuffle up, and now we know that their card is the Queen of Spades. So blah, 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 blah. Now, I spread. Queen of Spades is here, notice. All right? Now I'm just gonna do this thing where I tell them, look, I'm gonna go with my hand over the deck, and you're gonna yell out the word stop. So imaginary spectator is right here, because my spectator is now holding the camera, because the other cameraman, he just left us. So the spectator is here, and I go, okay, you're gonna yell the word stop when I reach your card, okay? I'm gonna try to listen, so everyone try to be quiet. Of course, if you wanna do a comedy or whatever, this is up to you, but I like to be serious as if I really need concentration for this to work. Makes it more believable. So they look at me into my eyes just a bit, I get the connection, boom, whatever you do, and then you say, okay, now I'm ready. I'm gonna go like this, and you're gonna yell stop above your card, okay? And I do the first time, I do it with my hands spread out like this, all right? So remember, the card is a queen of spades, I know that. I'm gonna go like this, I come here, and now they're gonna say stop about here. So now I'm gonna do this little bouncy effect where they go stop. So now the word stop, one syllable, but it's about this long. So if you're moving at this pace, you're gonna say stop around here, stop, and it's gonna go about here in their mind. So you wanna time it so that when they say stop and they end with the P sound, you bounce back a little bit. So you get this like sort of bounce back, and this it seems really good for the spectator. Right when they said the word stop and the end stop, your hand stops and it just bumps back a little bit. It's a very nice touch, I think. Stop. Okay? And then you go, all right, let me start from the other side now, and you do it again. Stop. And you get that little bounce back. It's cool. So now I do this, and I pull some cards. Usually it's about this many, all right? And I get rid of the rest. And I go, okay, now we're gonna do it with one finger. I'm gonna go back and forth, and you're gonna say stop above your card. Stop, right? That's in their head. Stop. That's how they sound like the spectators. Stop. And you do that, and you look at them, and then they start to have a reaction. So you do it again, maybe from this side. Stop. And at this point, they're like, is he inside my mind? What else am I thinking of? What else does he know? And it's very, very nice, because then you can just come here, do this, pull this out, get rid of these cards, and then you just look up at them, and they're gonna start to cry at this point. Get out of my head, please. So that's it. This is something that I could teach my little cousin Sienna. As far as performance goes, you just have to have the confidence to pull through, making it as believable as possible, and I think you'll have a really good time with it. Remember, figure out ways to get that key card in the best way that's comfortable for you. You could force it or get a peek of the card, and then from there is just performance, making it strong and blowing some minds. Hope you enjoy that. Okay guys, so since I'm in Bermuda, I figured I'd spend the weekend here. If you do want some red knockouts, the link is in the description below. There's only a limited amount available. If you did like this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you in the next video. Peace.